Hello and welcome to Vanguard Live Sports. I'm Damlola Ogunshaki. And of course, you know, I'll do it. I will say everything and give you updates and sports. And some of the topics, some of the things we'll be looking at today. It's NFF, mourns Jane Okwaraji, EPL restarts, Akeredolu bans viewing centers in Indo over COVID-19. Constructive criticism has helped my game in the DFMs. Also, Owen backs Ighalo's loan extension. Balotelli barred from Brescia's training ground. And looking at Odion Ighalo, a lot of people are actually giving their own opinion about the loan extension of Odion Ighalo. Mikel Owen has shown his support behind Manchester's United's decision to extend Odion Ighalo's loan deal, and also believe the striker has proved he has proven his doubters wrong at Old Trafford. You know, if you can recall when the news first came out, and when there was an agreement between Shanghai Sensua and Man United, you know, a lot of people raised their brows and they were talking that they were not aware and they don't know what Odion Ighalo is. They can't get his T-shirt and they can't do anything unless, you know, he's able to prove it that is what they know the transfer. But actually, he has really kept a lot of people quiet and he has proven them wrong. And he had told them, yes, I can do it. So I think that's why Mikel Owen is also coming out to say that it's a very good thing, that he really expects a lot from Odion Ighalo, and he has really shown it that, yes, he can do it. And the 30-year-old, you know, he sees this opportunity with both hands, racking up 4 goals and an assist in his opening 8 appearances. And the break in football caused by the coronavirus crisis put Ighalo's future in a serious doubt, as it means that the Nigerian's contract came to an end with 9 Premier League matches remaining this season. But the Red Devils ended the uncertainty last week as Ighalo, a lifelong fan of the club, put pen to paper on a 6-month extension. Mikel Owen said, and I quote, I like him a lot. That's what the former United and England forward Owen said. And he also says he knows that a lot of people, you know, were really concerned that it might not be a sexy 60 million euro player or whatever, but he can say that Odion Ighalo will do very well in Man United, if he considering that Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford, both of them are there. So 3 of them together will really make a great team. So that's what Mikel Owen said. And away from that, looking at Balotelli has actually been barred from Brescia's training ground. He has taken an embarrassing twist after the striker was refused entry to the club's training ground. The 29-year-old deal at the Serie A outfit is due to be terminated after he missed several training sessions, frustrating Brescia's owner. And while the termination is yet to be finalized, Balotelli has still made attempts, to attend training, but he was turned away at the gate yesterday. A video was actually posted on social media, and it showed Balotelli approaching the gate before the security personnel informed him that he would not be allowed in. And also, as we reported, Balotelli had previously sent a medical certificate to Brescia informing them that he was unable to train, which is due to expire on Wednesday. So he was turned back. He was turned back from entering the club, their premises. So also away from that, we're talking about League One. France court blocks the relegation of Amiens and Toulouse. The France highest administrative court has rejected an effort to restart the League One season, but ruled that Amiens and Toulouse should be reprieved from the relegation. The French Football League decided at the end of April to cancel the 2019-2020 season with 10 rounds of matches remaining after the government declared that there will be no professional sports before September. Lyon finished 7th in the final table, decided by a point by per game calculation and missed out on European qualification, joined with relegated clubs Amiens and Toulouse in launching legal action. The court on Tuesday ruled that League One will not recommence, but Amiens and Toulouse have been spared relegations with the top flight relegation potentially now expanded to 22 teams for next season. And also, Lyon have the right to appeal the Council of State verdict, as does the French League against the instruction to expand the top flight. Also, it represents an astonishing escape for Toulouse, who had won just one league point since they defeated Lille 2-1 back in September, and that came in a goalless draw with Amiens. And now, coming to Nigeria, there's actually been a constructive criticism for Super Eagles, the Leicester City midfielder, and that's Wilfred Ndidi. And he has attributed his progress to his wife and also his teammates and his colleagues and his friends, his coach also. The Nigerian international, who has been in the top form since teaming up with the King Power Stadium outfit in 2017 with Belgian side Genk. Indeed, his stock has risen very high in the Premier League, and he is currently regarded as one of the best defensive midfielders in the English top flights. Reflecting on the success, the Super Eagles, he actually praised the people who surrounded him for their sincere criticism, which has helped him to improve his performance. He says that his friends, though they are small, and the people who are helping him, that they are straight in their assertions, that even the players at Leicester City, his coach, and they criticize him when needed. And also, he thanks them for encouraging him, that anytime they criticize him, it's an encouragement for him to actually work hard. And we know that when you criticize, it makes you want to work hard and also, try to correct the things that they told you to correct. And he also thanked his wife and said, he said that she's always honest with him, so that has also helped him a lot. Also, moving on to the story of the Tigress, Evelyn Akato, who is optimistic that Nigeria can be among the top 10 basketballers in the world, considering that the rapid development of the game in the country. The last 3 years have actually been great for the Tigress, winning back-to-back FIBA Women's Afro basketball title, competing at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup in 2018, and also qualifying for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, which we're all looking forward until it was moved forward because of the pandemic disease, coronavirus. Also speaking, Akato, who was drafted as a member of the 3 pick by the Dallas Wings in the 2017, says that Nigerian is getting to the top and is becoming a top, and nobody should have thought that top 20 team now will be 14 in the world. And she only prays that the team will achieve more and also be on the top very soon. Sometime last month, I think we're reporting about the Minister of Sports, that's Sunday Dare. He visited later Yekini's mother and also Samuel Okwaraji. And now it was also reported last week that Samuel Okwaraji's mother, she passed on, and she died on May 23rd, 2020 at a residence in Enugu after a brief illness. She died, she was actually a retired teacher, a school proprietress, and even a devout Christian. So the Nigerian Football Federation has commiserated with the family of this late Samuel Okwaraji on the death of their mother, who passed on a few weeks ago. The General Secretary of the NFF, Dr. Mohammed Sanusi, expressed the deep pain of the Federation and also the Nigerian football family on the death of Mrs. Okwaraji. Some of you might actually not, a lot of people might not remember who Samuel Okwaraji was, but I'll tell you, he was actually a professional football player who played internationally for Nigeria. He was also a qualified lawyer who had a master's degree in international law. He collapsed and died of congestive heart failure in the 77th minute of a World Cup qualification match against Angola at the Lagos National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos State, on 12th August 1983. And he died at the age of 25. So may his soul rest in peace, and also that of his mother, Mrs. Okwaraji. And over to this story, that's the last story. That's the EPL restarts. Akeredolu bans viewing centers in Ondo over COVID-19. Not talking about this banning of viewing centers. There have actually been a lot of reports on social media, where they've been suggesting whether the viewing centers should actually be banned, and that was before the disease coronavirus. Talking about how a lot of violence happened when people are watching football in group, and we had a lot of people who are actually, who actually put their opinion, and someone was like, many people want to watch football matches at home, but the cost is actually very high, and a lot of people can't afford it. So when it comes to the viewing centers, viewing center comes in handy. And another person said maybe there should actually be some kind of relegation to ensure adequate security, and also they should provide guidelines that they can follow. And I have talking about this, I think you all agree with me that watching football with people, watching it with crowd, actually is more exciting than watching it alone in your living room. But talking about that now, the Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu banned all forms of football viewing centers across the state following the increased number of coronavirus cases in the states. He expressed displeasure over the level of which the restriction order is being floated across the states, which, according to him, undermines the government's effort in the fight against the pandemic disease, coronavirus. And still talking about that, I think this is an effort to curb, the spread of this pandemic disease, coronavirus. And sometimes you can look at it that EPL fans, when you're excited and your match is actually going on, you might, again, against these guidelines, even if there's some rules that are actually provided for people to follow, and for things for them to actually do. But they're still suggesting that maybe the viewing centers, they should be allowed to operate, due to many people won't be able to afford, they won't be able to afford the subscription money. They can watch it at home alone, and also visiting your friends. As a result of this, can also become really a little crowded. So they're still looking at it and pleading with Akeredolu to actually stop this, and just look at the people who want to watch it and just express their joy. And when a lot of people are gathered watching football, you actually see happiness there. So that is what they are telling them. Akeredolu, the fans are telling Akeredolu that he should please lift this ban. And that is what we have on Vanguard Live Sports today. Don't forget that you can always like and follow us on our social media platforms that are showing on your screen, and you can always get more of our sporting stories on our website, and that's www.vanguardngr.com. Also, don't forget that you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's bye from me, Damlola Ogunshaki.